Hello and good day everyone. Our tutorial for today is all about subnetting, classful subnet. So our given is 192.168.10.0 and we have a prefix of /24. Okay, below is our diagram. So we have one router and 3 switches. Okay, our first switch, we have 40 hosts. Our second switch, we have 30 hosts. And our third switch, we have 60 hosts. And if this is the case, we will sort out the hosts from highest to lowest. So our highest is 60. So that will be our required. Automatically, the highest host will be our required host. Okay, so after we identified the highest host based on our given, we will create a table of the last octet. Okay, so we will draw 8 zeros, so that is our last octet. So after that, so we will write down our base. So the base of the binary is 2. So we will start at the end. So 2 to the power of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So after our base, we will write down the host. So it is the answer of our base. So it is the answer of 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4, and 2 to the power of 5, 6, and 7. So we have 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and 1 to 8. Okay, so we are finished creating our table. So the next one, we will write down our prefix. So based on the placement of the octet. So this is /25, /26, /27, /28, /29, and /30. So we are only up to /30. So all of the hosts will be subtracted by 2. So now we will write down again our given 192.168.10. Then we will write down again the 8 zeros based on our given and our table created. So this is /24. So we will write down a line here on the dot. So that is /24. Okay. So our required number of hosts is 60. So where does 60 fit? Okay. So 60 fit on this fits on this number of hosts. So we have 64. So that is /26. So we have 2 zeros, 1, 2. Okay, so this is 1, 2 /26. So that 2 zeros, that will be our n, and then the remaining is our m, the remaining bits. So n is 2, m is equals to 6. The n is the borrowed bits, the m is the remaining number of bits. Okay, so the next step is to compute for the subnet. Okay, so let's compute for the subnet. So the formula for the subnet is 2 to the power of n. So our n is 2, so it will be 2 to the power of 2. The next step will be the number of hosts per subnet. So we will get the 2. The formula for the number of hosts per subnet is 2 to the power of m minus 2. The subnet and the number of hosts per subnet. So we will compute the 2. So 2 to the power of n is equals to 2. So it will be equals to 4. And our number of hosts per subnet is 2 to the power of m. So our m is 6. So it will be 2 to the power of 6 minus 2. So 2 to the power of 6 is 64. So 64 minus 2 is 62. Okay, so let's check our table. And then the next step, we will get our network address. So our given IP address is 192.168.10.0. Next is the host address, or what we call the usable address or the usable IP. The next one is the broadcast address. Okay, so now we will determine our increment. So since 64 is our host, so automatically 64 will be our increment. So we will use the increment to add to the network address. So it will be added to the last octet. So that's 0 plus 64. So it will be that 10.64. Again, we will add 64 until it reaches 256. Okay, so it will be that 10.128. So we will add again 64. It will be that 10.192. So 192 plus 64 is 256. Okay, the next one we will get is the broadcast address. So we will just copy our given, so that 192.168.10, and then we will subtract 1 from the second network address. So minus 1, 64 minus 1 is 63. Next is 128 minus 1, it will be 127. And then the next one will be 192 minus 1, it will be 191. And then the last one, so we have 256 minus 1, it will be that 255. So that will be our broadcast address. Okay, so let's put minus 1, that is 127. So 63, 192 minus 1, that will be 191. And the 256 minus 1, that will be 25. Okay, so the next one is the host address. So our first usable IP. So now we will add 1, and we will write down for the host address. So it will be 192.168.10.1. So that will be our first usable IP. The next one will be 64 plus 1, that will be that 65. Next is 128 plus 1, that will be 129. And then the next one is 192 plus 1, it will be 193. Okay, so we will solve the first usable IP, and then next we will solve for the last usable. So for the last usable, we will subtract from the broadcast address. So it will be minus 1. Okay, so 63 minus 1, it will be 62. That 62, that 126, 192.190.254. So now we are finished with our host address. So from the first usable to the last usable IP address. So the next and the last one that we will compute is for the default subnet. So the default subnet is given during the start. Okay, so it is given. So what is our prefix? So our prefix given is /24. So our default subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. And the next one is the custom subnet mask, or what we call our new subnet mask. Our custom subnet mask, the prefix is /26. So it will be 255.255.255. So how do we get our custom subnet mask? So we have 128 here. So it will be 128. So 128 plus 64, it will be 192. 192 plus 32, it will be 224. 224 plus 16, it will be 240. 240 plus 8 will be 248. 248 plus 4, it will be 252. 252 plus 2, it will be 254. So 254 plus 1, it will be 255. So since our host is 64, automatically our custom subnet mask will be .192. Okay, so that ends our tutorial for classful subnetting. Thank you and good day.